Alright, so if the Cheeto had a rocker, he's definitely off of it, okay? But we've been new.
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
I wanted to talk about this particular situation. I'm not sure if you remember Jordan Davis, but he was a 17-year-old who got murdered in 2012 by a man who was a white man who was mad at his ass because he was playing, his music was too loud. So his mother, Lucy McBath, she just got elected to Congress, so congratulations to her. I hope that she and all the other people who will be working with her will be able to change this country for the better somehow, especially given what the people like her have experienced. Now we're getting into talking about these elections, what the hell is going on, but before I do that, I wanted to start with a quote from Bernie Sanders. He's telling this to the Daily Beast. I think you know there are a lot of white folks out there who are not necessarily racist, who felt uncomfortable for the first time in their lives about whether or not they wanted to vote for an African American. Now, this is the reason why people like Nancy Pelosi, people like Bernie Sanders are just going to continue to fall short. They're going to continue, if they pick leadership like this for the Democrats, people like Bernie Sanders are one of the reasons why it won't connect with our asses. We're not trying to hear about how you're excusing racism, because I have no idea how the only reason why you're not voting for someone would be, you know, because they're African American, but that's discomfort, but it's not racism. That's fucking racism, Bernie Sanders. Please shut the fuck up. That's all I want you to do. Your old ass can't make no type of reasonable, rational, researched statement about race and race relations, obviously, because this don't make no sense. You talking about the only reason why their asses would not vote for someone is because they're fucking African American? That's literally the definition of racism. And I'm surprised that your ass don't know it, because y'all white hoes created the goddamn dictionary. I've said it many times before, I'll say it again. This is why that I don't see color, we're all one race. You know, they're not racist, they're just uncomfortable. Built ass rhetoric will not do us any good, because the very issues that are causing our communities to be fucked up, these white hoes are acting like they don't fucking exist. But that's why we need leadership fucking change, okay? So if you are not aware, when they were counting the votes for Florida and, you know, we saw the polls and shit, Andrew was like, okay girl, I'm gonna concede. It looks like Ron has won. But now the tea is that may not be the case. Andrew may have conceded too early, because they're saying that they're now within the margin to trigger a mandatory recount. So we'll see what the hell is going on with that. I'm hoping Andrew gets elected, because it seems like the only way that Republicans are able to hold on to power is if they continue to do voter suppression. And now we had extreme cases of that shit. I mean, we always do, but this shit was very obvious, noticeable, and caught, because Stacey Abrams is definitely suing the fuck out of, well, I'm sure she's suing the fuck out of a lot of people, but the one specifically that I saw was Dougherty County. I don't know how to fucking pronounce that shit. I don't know how to pronounce it, but she's suing them after residents reported they never received absentee ballots, or when they fucking did receive them shits, it was too late for them to count anyway. So that's voter suppression. Also in the state of Georgia, there were 700 wrapped voting machines found in a warehouse. Now I'm reading here that the election officials said that by the time they realized turnout would significantly exceed the last midterm election, there wasn't time to find additional machines. So that's obviously a load of fucking bullshit, because there's absolutely no way that y'all are researched, knowledgeable, experienced bitches in, you know, polling elections, and you see all this conversation, you see all the social media y'all host and did research. Y'all know what the estimations of the motherfuckers that are coming out here to vote. You see the bitches that got registered. It's directly there in y'all database how many new voters y'all had get registered just to fucking vote in this midterm election. Y'all are just suppressing the fucking vote. And the fact of the matter is that if you have to fucking suppress the vote, especially in key black ass communities, key minority communities, you're not winning the popular fucking vote. You're winning because of the access and power that your ass has. I think, wasn't Kemp the fucking supervisor of elections and shit? And then he said, okay girl, well, now that I won, I'm just gonna quit now. Girl, you should have been quit that shit when you started running, but it's okay. I hope that these girls get in there, and I hope that these women specifically get in there and change these rules around so you hoes can't do the shady, fucked up shit that y'all have been doing for years to hold on to seats for decades that y'all asses don't be doing shit with except being racist and annoying and destructive. I hope that they get y'all ass together. Either way, on December 4th, there will be a fucking rematch. So you girls who cast your vote for Stacey Abrams, your ass is gonna have to do that shit again. Please make sure that you stay aware and stay on top of this shit, because they will go out there and make sure that their voices are heard. So make sure your voice is heard as well. Now, the cheating Cheeto himself has been unraveling in front of our very eyes. Okay, as soon as the midterm election results came out and the Democrats won back control of the House of Representatives, Trump has been going fucking crazy. The first thing he did, I mean, the day after, he's not even making his motivations no type of incognito. He's not even turning on the private browser, you know, when he's trying to make these fucking firings and resignations. Girl, he went up to motherfucking Jeff Sessions and said, girl, hand it over. Hand over your fucking tired ass wig, sis, because I'm going to add it to my toupee. That's exactly what he did. And Sessions made sure that we understood that that is exactly what was going on. He said, I mean, in the beginning of his letter, he said, at your request, I'm submitting my resignation. So he's saying, girl, when these girls come for your ass, I don't want their ass to think that, yeah, I want them to know exactly what's going on. I want them to know the exact reason why I got my ass out of here, okay? Now, the girls are getting angry as fuck because they're like, including myself, they're like, girl, he's obviously coming for Mueller, he's coming for the investigation. This was in New York. So they're obviously not having it, right? So what happens from here on is going to be really interesting to see, because I feel like Trump thinks that once he gets rid of Mueller, he gets rid of the investigation. That's completely not true, because Mueller has all this fucking information. Mueller has been passing off a lot of cases, a lot of shit to state level courts, so you can't get out of that shit regardless, no matter what your ass does, Mr. Cheating Cheeto. And also, even if you do fire him, all he has to do is wait until fucking January, until the until the Democrats have legit control over the fucking House when the shit starts, and all he has to do is give all this fucking information to the Dems, and they make decision from there. They have fucking subpoena power. They can come up with articles. So I'm not really too pressed. The walls are closing in, and he feels it, as we can see here.
Matt Whitaker to be involved in the Russia probe. Do you want him to?
It's up to him.
Do you want him to rein in Robert Mueller?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
And also here.
Mr. President, if I may ask
Peter,
one other
ahead.
question, are you worried?
That's enough. That's enough.
Mr. President,
that's
I was
enough.
going to ask one of the other folks.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr.
Excuse
President,
me. That's enough.
Mr. President, I had one other
Peter,
question, if
go.
I may ask, on the Russia investigation. Are you concerned that you may have?
I'm not concerned about anything with
you
the
may have
Russian
indictments coming
investigation
down?
because it's a hoax.
Are you?
That's enough. Put down the mic.
Mr. President, are you worried about indictments coming down in this investigation? Mr. President.
I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself.
He's losing his goddamn mind. He's losing his shit in front of the fucking press. Now, this whole Acosta situation was interesting because Sarah Sanders was one of the first people. We stand by our decision to revoke Acosta's foreign pass. We do not tolerate the inappropriate behavior clearly documented in this video. It's been proven over and over, examined. The video has been doctored. The shit comes from InfoWars, definitely sped up to make it seem like he was aggressive or whatever it is, even though the intern was over there aggressively trying to take a microphone away from his ass like it was a fucking chew toy. Get your ass out of my goddamn face. How dare you? As representatives of the people, and y'all taking our fucking taxes and riding out on jets, the least that y'all can do is be held accountable for your fucked up ass actions. Sarah thought she was doing something, but I'm seeing here Jared Kushner and Sarah, you know, captured around the same time from different angles, smiling at each other like some shit was about to go down. What the fuck do y'all planning some shit, sis? Y'all planning some shit? It's okay, baby. Hold on to the last scraps of power that you can, because I promise you, it won't matter. It won't matter, okay? The girls are coming. Maxine is coming. If we get some of this fucked up ass, tired ass, spineless ass leadership out of the Democrats, you know, the Democrats are coming. We just got to replace these hoes. We got to get some of these old bitches out of here. Get Beto ass in there or something. Please get nasty ass. I don't know what nasty ass is doing. Accountability is coming. I heard news that Donald Trump Jr. multiple sources are saying that Donald Trump Jr. is expecting an indictment within the next coming weeks. The time for games is over, girl. And while you're still over here golfing and flying around on our dime, you better have as many good goddamn evenings as you can, because it's coming to a close.